And we're going to continue to do it as long as we can because this is a fun deal for San Marcos. And we'd love to see everybody come out here. I can tell you right now that you're seeing about half the number of people that are going to be here by the time this evening's over. And that's going to be a fun deal too. So those of you that are finding your spots, find a good one because here in about another 45 minutes, there's going to be another 300 or 400 people who are going to come wandering in here and they're going to find a spot that's probably sitting right in front of you. Anyway, one of the things I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about Summer in the Park. I want to talk about San Marcos Performing Arts Association. And mostly I want to give credit to the folks that you see on these placards and the banners and these yard signs around the facility here because they are our sponsors and they are the folks that make this all possible. So
the link is to your hard drive.
You'll hear me doing this over and over again. If you come to Summer in the Park, you know that that's exactly what I do and that's what I'm going to do because our sponsors are our lifeblood. We also have a collaborating relationship with San Marcos Parks and Recreation. They allow us to use their park. They allow us to use the stage. And we appreciate that a whole lot. They also help us out with our marketing. And they're just a great partner to have in a program like this. It's such a positive thing that the city of San Marcos has been behind us all these years, and we want to keep it that way. As you know, there is a no drinking policy in our public areas in San Marcos, but there just doesn't have to be a no drinking situation at shows for Summer in the Park. And we've done that through a special we've done that through an organized way to say you can drink in this park as long as you don't drink out of glass or you don't drink out of a styrofoam cup. So if you bring your canned beer or you bring your wine in a plastic container or whatever you want to drink, you can do it in the park. Just behave yourself. We don't want glass and styrofoam to get in our beautiful river, and we've got some of our rangers that'll come around and they'll remind you if they see you not following the rules. We also have a no smoking policy in the city of San Marcos in public places, and that is in force here. So please, if you are a smoker and you feel the urge to smoke, you just got to get off the property and you can have your smoke or whatever you want to do. But out here where we have a no smoking policy, please just follow the park rules and everybody's going to be happy and we'll get along together just fine. I want to talk about our sponsors for a bit because it is important. We have a grant, if you will, from the San Marcos Arts Commission that helps us get started every year. And I apply for that based on the programming that we do for this Summer in the Park program. And it is really all about community. It is about putting a program of music together that appeals to a broad-based audience, multi-generational, multicultural, and that's what I do for y'all. And so if you're a loyal Summer in the Park attendee, you know that every show is a little bit different, but for the most part, I hope you'll agree with me that every show is really good. You know, last week we had Terry Hendricks out here doing some singer-songwriter stuff. We had 1,200 people. It was a wonderful night. This is going to be one of those nights again, and that is you're going to have some rockabilly music that's going to make you want to get up and jump around, or you might come another night and you're going to hear some music that like Brave Combo. Who knows exactly how to describe that? But it was so much fun, and I think that Summer in the Park is really what this is about coming out with your family and your friends, your neighbors, bringing your food, sitting out in your lawn chairs, and just having a good time. And so for all of our sponsors, I want to say thank you to James Walker back here. He's got his tent up. He's the guy that comes around and gives you plastic cups or the football schedule, whatever it is. We're going to have a little deal at the intermission where he's actually got he's got some things he's going to give away. And he's got some money he's going to give to charity. We're going to do that at the intermission. We've got Academy Sports and Outdoors, and they are one of our series sponsors. We've got Grande Communications over here, been giving away tickets for Fiesta Texas all summer long. We've got you got Wonder World Park, and they've been giving away discount tickets. The Lions Club that has the tube rental, they've been giving away discount tickets all summer long. The participation from our sponsor group has been greater this year than it's ever been. We've got a brand new sponsor that has been coming out all year long. That's Byron Eccles, State Farm back here. They've been giving away fans, and they're taking names for gas cards. So listen, if you come out here and you want to participate in this and you'd like to win some stuff, go back here and see these people because they got it. I also want to point out that back here in the back we got Troop 1954, Boy Scouts of America. They're doing our concessions and have for the last 3 years. They've been doing a great job. This is their fundraiser and their community service activity. If you're hungry, if you're thirsty, go back there and see them. Our name sponsor of the night is Broadway Bank. They're back there too, back there beyond Boy Scouts 1954. Now, Broadway Bank is not only sponsoring tonight, they're also running a campaign for Stuff the Bus. And if you don't know what Stuff the Bus is about gathering up school supplies or funds for school supplies for those kids that can't afford it. So if you want to know a little bit about Stuff the Bus, go back there and talk to our friends with Broadway Bank, and believe me, they'll help you understand how this benefits people in our community that simply don't have the funds to supply their kids for getting ready to go back to school. That's what they're here to do tonight, besides the money that they put down to be a sponsor and help us put these shows on every week. We really, really, really appreciate all of our sponsors a lot. And tonight we want to really recognize Broadway Bank for what they're doing and have done for years for us. Anyway, tonight also I want to say, since it's our last night, if you are a business or a part of a business that wants to be involved in Summer in the Park and sponsoring this event every year, which goes from the first Thursday in June to the second Thursday in August. This year it happened to be 11 shows. Then we'll be more than happy to talk to you about sponsorship, because believe me, we have a need for our sponsors, we have an appreciation for our sponsors, and I hope that the sponsors that we have realize that from my perspective as the MC, I'm going to give our sponsors as much credit as I can, because believe me, these things don't happen without their participation. These shows don't happen. They don't come out here and just throw down money because they just want to. They want to make this thing happen for the community. So if you know people that work for these sponsors, if you know the people that run these businesses, just thank them. If nothing else, just thank them. The other thing is, if you have an opportunity to make a decision about who you do business with in this community, look at these names on these placards and on these banners and on these yard signs. Go talk to those folks, because believe me, they're doing something good for y'all. So as a director and as a fundraiser, I can tell you that it's a critical part of what we do, and we appreciate our sponsors so very much. I'm going to stop talking because you didn't come here to hear me talk. I want to get you down to some music. These guys have been playing for us on the last night for the last several years, and it's always just an enormous success. So right now I'm going to turn the show over to Kevin Guile and 2 Tons of Steel.